Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike. What a stream we had yesterday. What man, what a day. Baltimore up to Boston. And for those of you who missed, stream is still up at Twitch. We crashed. So for those of you that love to watch crashes, well, you get to watch a good one. Anyway, today is a new day. Day has dawned. And we are out here in Bangkok with Pan Am. And we are going to get this show on the road really quick here. The big thing out here right now, there is actually an event due to kick off, I believe it's today. Yeah, well, there today. Over here from Tanzania, Vietnam, up to Hong Kong. So they're already beginning to gather down here. I am going to stay offline out of respect, too, for the language barrier problems and the fact we're going into Kai Tak. So we'll just head on up there, folks. Grab a ticket, get aboard. Let's head to Kai Tak. All right, we're in the 707-120. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm gathering, and again, you shake your head at this, folks, but you know it is Boeing. Usually a dash 100 comes before a dash 300. Last I checked, in all countings that I did, and I've checked with all my toes and hands, 100 comes before 300, yet not in this case, it sounds like. And that is so weird. But then it's Boeing, so who knows? But we are in the Boeing 707-120. It was built more domestically, more short-haul-y type kind of flights. And also got a DM from someone that says it was also built for short fields. So, hey, I could see that by just looking at the plane. You can obviously tell it's not meant for really long hauls. But then I don't really know how really far a scheduled 707 went. I mean, they might have went from LA to Tokyo, but 90% of the flights that do that back in the days would hop through Anchorage for fuel and then on down, also to make sure they don't hit any quiet hours. So, but anyway, we're in the 707, enough history. I know some of you are going, oh my gosh, I just got out of school. I don't need any more history or math. Let's go. We're going to go. All right, so here we go, folks. 33,000's the plan. And we've been sitting on the deck here for quite a bit. A lot of going on here, so we are going to show very late out of here. Just a heads up, bringing Sim Toolkit up, and there it is. You can already see I'm almost 2 hours late, folks. It happens. It's been raining here, so the ramp's been closed. All right, but for the flight today, 21 right will be the runway we depart from. It's a 12,000 foot runway. Pretty sure I won't need every foot. Maybe just shy, but just thinking out loud here. Taxiways, if you're curious, look a little bit like that. So if you do get a controller, they will be able to tell you, okay, well, we're going to have you taxi via Bravo, Charlie, Foxtrot. Hey, look, Bravo, Charlie, Foxtrot. You got it right there. Sim Toolkit, free, folks. Something to think about. All right, but for our loadout, we got 125 peeps aboard, 18,200 and, I'm sorry, try that again, 182,141 pounds on the ramp once we fuel up here. Be putting 38,000 pounds, almost 39, and we are not going to cruise at flight level 390. We're going to go about 330, and then make the adjustment If we're offline, I'm not making the adjustment. If we go online, we will adjust to meters. Welcome in, Hawker 125. Yes, it is another Boeing day. I know you're jumping for joy that it's not a bus, but you know what? Boeing's got their problems too. So, all right, so there you go, folks. That's the game plan for today. So let's hop back over here. I'm going to set this over to the live map. Just waiting for it to populate. There it goes. See what kind of ATC troubles like right now. Well, see, we're starting to see some ATs now. This is online. Oh, and Hong Kong's coming alive. So this event is getting close to starting. And again, it's Tan Son, which is right here in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, up here to Hong Kong. And they are using both airports, but I'm just going to stay respectful offline, especially after yesterday. All right, so let's pull Sim Toolkit and let's get this bird loaded, shall we? We're going to head over here to flight, edit, weight, and balance, and I need a little cheat sheet here. All right, so we're going to be putting on, we need to come up to 143. We can't do that here, so we're just going to put in 27,500. Okay, come down to fuel. 38,851. See where it puts us. Oh, not that much fuel. Oh my goodness. Be pouring out the wings. All right, so that'll give us 2.5 hours of flight time. Got how long the route is. We've been sitting so long. It's on 2.5. Okay, we're good to go. And wait, 181. Estimated takeoff 173. So we're good. Let's go done and apply. I really hate that it goes to that screen. Why can't it just go back to the sim? Ugh. Oh well. Nitpicking, I know. Alright, so today I do get to bid, and boy, I don't have much to bid on. I've noticed though a couple things with Cross the Pond, folks. Couple of routes are not being picked, and I'm tempted to take one of them. And one of them I flat out won't. The Kiev, I think it's called. I'm not flying those routes. Sorry, folks. But Sao Paulo to Johannesburg, I haven't seen anyone jumping on those routes. So, hola, hola. Well, we're actually in Bangkok. I don't think they say it that way. But hey, welcome aboard. It's, well, quite frankly, it's your plane. So, all right, so back in here. But yeah, we should be good to go here in about 3 to 4 hours. Once I get on the ground, I'll look at what's left. I might do this Johannesburg run. And, I don't know. We're playing. There's a couple routes that really intrigue me. Not many Viennas left open. A couple of other Europeans. I will not go to Kiev, but Johannesburg does intrigue me. I may that one may get me going. I don't know. So we'll see. But again, if nothing is there that I like, I'm just going to flat out not bid. So, all right. So, and yes, we are getting ready to depart. Let's quickly catch you up where we're at. Those first off, not familiar, here's how you get a hold of the 707-120 that we're flying today. It is going to come to you with both an Xplane 11 and an Xplane 12 folder. Okay, so you'll be able to put it where you want, so they're both updated. Secondly, you can see a little change from when it originally. This was not in here, so that's been added. That's pretty cool. Hang on a second. Check in here. All right, and so basically what I'll do is I come in here, click GPU connect, air cart connect. Yes, you need both. There is no APU. So those of you who think they were not there yet. It was when the 727 came out. All right, so simple route today. We'll get this all going. Now, once you're connected, come over here, turn your battery switch on. There's your external power. Turn it to on. I always turn the switch down here to external. This one you can't. I don't know. Whatever. Then come up here to your ground power. You have to have both. You have to start at least one engine before you can start cross-bleeding the others. Now, how do you cross-bleed? Well, you really don't in this plane. But basically, that's how you're starting it up. You'll be able to pull the air, start off the number 3 engine. And that's the general engine of the historic planes, 4 engine that you start. You start number 3. It's got the packs and all to push out to the other engines. All right, so we've got everything established. So we'll come up to the overhead. Quick glance at it. Most of your lighting controls are to the top. We'll get the window heat on. Spinning down, make sure you're armed, and this switch will be in the middle. Usually it comes to you in the off. This is the emergency exit lights. All we're doing is arming them. Yaw dampers on, and I always turn on the navigation. And don't care if it's day or night, those two are running. And I go ahead and get my seats going. All right, as you can tell, we are loaded. So I am going to go ahead and get rid of that message. And let's do some quick programming of the GPS. Now, yes, this airplane did not have a GPS. More than likely, had the INS, which you can incorporate from SIVA. I don't have it. I don't plan. I had a lot of problems with it in the past, where if you didn't shut it down right, it wouldn't come on right your next flight. So I trashed it and just stick with FMCs or GPSs. Thankfully, this plane comes with the GPS. So, and all you do is set either a key. I can't remember. Do I already have one set up here? Right. Hang on. I'm going to have to get into the aircraft folder. I forgot what he set it to. Thanks, Hawker. I didn't know. Huh. That's weird. Because he actually has it. Folks, read the directions, and they actually have it set up. I have it to Shift X. I think that's when me and Hawker were playing with the older version that did not come with it. So, but again, the README file will tell you. All right, now I have preloaded this. So we're going to just go get the flight plan. Now you're going to notice it a little different than what we normally fly. Where is it? Hang on, folks. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, really? No, that was not the flight plan that was supposed to come down. Why did it do that? Oh, I know. Dang it. Okay. Well, we'll have to plug it in again real quick here. Doggone it. Because it won't read VHHX. It's not in the system. Doggone it. All right. So, let's start plugging away. Now, we can put the departure in. That's no problem. And pretty much all the way to the bottom. It's the Alpha. Sure. Try that again. Hang on a second, folks. I did not select my run. Okay, I guess I don't have to. Okay, so off Robica, we're going to be going. Okay, I need to get to this map. So, Robica to Topper. Darn, I could have had this loaded while I was waiting. I had doggone. That irritates me when I do this, folks. Sorry. Okay, from Topper to Rami. R-A-M-I. We are not putting every fix in. That's what I was hoping to do. By the what I was setting up, because I got everything in it. We'll make it work. Accept. Okay, now we're going to SAV. Okay, accept. I think Assad is next. Yep. SS. Okay. Yeah, there is a trick, folks, and that's what I was trying to do here. And you're going to watch how I do it here. Okay, up to SAMAs. I can actually almost put us right in on it. It takes a lot of work, but that's what flying was back in the day. But they also actually had all the navigation fixes built in, so, or available in their books. Samus, S-A-M-A-S, enter, accept. Okay, so here's Sukhoi. I think's how you say this, don't me. I've started numerous international disputes with the way I pronounce things. All right. So from here, Sequoia, we're now on the Sequoia 31 arrival. Now, actually, it should be 13, but whatever. So we go to a fix called Chali. That's our first one. Yeah, don't mind that loose nut behind the wheel. See, H. L-I. And how I found these is a simple Google search on the airport. Section. Accept. And basically, I looked them up. So we're going to CH. Now, this one's one of those fun ones. Hopefully, it pulls it up real quick. Cheng. Chow. DME. Enter. Enter. And then we're going up here. SC. It's an NDB. Okay, that is not the name of it. Okay, that's the name. Okay. Then we go to Hong Kong NDB RW. Enter. Enter. Perfect. Now, what I do here then is I'll take it to TD, which is the departure end of the run. Enter. That's not Vietnam. There it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in VHH. That way, it does, oh, gosh darn it, clear. That way it closes it up. Now, yes, we know there is, the last two fixes will be not used. No worries. But all the way from Bangkok to SC, actually to RW, because we'll be making that turn to come for the runway on the VOR. We'll show that here in a minute. Sorry, that was unplanned, but we're set. And tick this up to here, down one. So you can kind of see what we're going to be doing. We're going to come out over here to 201 and work our way out of here, basically around the city and out. So that's what we're looking at for our flight. Shift X, set Shift X, thank you. And bear with me, I'll show you this approach we're going to be doing here. I just want to make sure it comes up because it would have been a blank screen. Good deal. All right, so let me bring this up. And not seeing it, so hang on a second. Where's my answer? There. So here's what I found, folks. So basically, we're going to come in. Here's CH. We'll go 5.5. There is a note somewhere on here. I don't see it readily. But anyway, from here, we'll deviate over to SC, Stonecutters. That's when we begin the visual approach, meaning we should be able to see it. The famous checkerboard is right there. We're turning in front of it for the runway. And then straight in. This is the VOR, not the famous IGS, I think, which was a big word for what we call today a displaced localizer, or localizer displaced approach, because your localizer was actually this checkerboard. So you flew here and turned. You turned at a DME from it. Plus your NDBs helped as well to confirm. All right, clear as mud? Cool. Let's go clean it up a little. All right, so we got our navigation all set up. Here's going to be our departure, folks. Maybe. Where's charts? There it is. All right, so you can kind of get a feel for the route. Our departure, let's kind of zoom it down. So we're going to come off on a heading of 209, so stand by. Why that does give me the other one. So we'll take it right there. This is completely RNAV, folks. There are no standard departures out of here, which kind of stunk. So we're going to have to fly it. And it doesn't even tell me the DME to begin the turn to 201, so it's almost like we take off autopilot nav, get everything rolling. So, is what it is, you know. It's all like, you know, I know I say that a lot. It is what it is. It really is. All right, I'm going to just see how busy it's gotten here. It's still not too busy, but we're not coming online. We're not getting into what could happen here, because it is building in Hong Kong. Okay. So let's get going, shall we? We're pulling up here our information is 10:09. Okay. And yes, folks, you have to set it. We get kind of lazy with the Zebos and all that are out there. We'll go with about a 300 foot here. And about a 300 here when we make our turn. And we're ready to go. Close up them doors and let's get going. One last step for me to do finally. Another version. You gotta be, my goodness. Huh? Huh. Wonder what that meant. Great. We try this again. Error connecting to PHP VMS CAPTCHA service provider found. Spaceman, you got anything? Check the Discord. Uh-oh. Discord. Here? Okay, so we will do this manually. Got it? Okay, well, good. Get my time here. So we're pushing back 11:59. Okay. Close this. Let's do it. J. And yes, folks, Xplane 12. I'm looking at the website, I think. Oh, well, I'll just keep my page up. Ah, I get it. The website's gone. Worst case scenario. Got it. Sorry to, oh man, sorry to hear this, Spaceman. I know this like the second or third time. If you don't mind, we're gonna still fly. We're gonna still fly. So, all right. So let's get in here and put the aircraft to work. So, beacons on. Got that. We got our air. We got pressure. Let's crank up engine number 3. Now, this is the trickiest part of getting this plane going, folks, is getting things at a proper angle so you can see everything. Basically, what you want to be able to see is your N2. When you open this up and start it, you want your N2 to get above 20. Now, you're all going, hey, you must have better eyes than we do there, Captain, because I sure can't read it. It's roughly where my arrow is. Powering up. All right, so we're roughly N2. So now here's the trick. You got to get down here. See, this is where you got to be up high enough so you can pop this quick enough. Then your EGT should start rising. I think it did. And And this is the trick to it, folks. Try it one more time. I wish I could say there's an easier way, and if you all do have an easier way, feel free to let me know. Because, like you can see, this can be a royal pain in the butt to get going. Okay, let's drop down here, hit the... There it goes. See the EGT, that's the middle one come up. Now, I do know one trick, it's not really realistic. Pull your fuel valve up first and they'll start on, you know, once they hit the numbers, they'll start. That's really not how you're supposed to do it, but it works in this plane. Alright, so with that, let's come back over here. Close our circuit so we're on. Can now come off external power, come off air, and begin starting the rest. Call better pushback at the same time.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Start to about here. And about here.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, let's go ahead and keep starting them. Okay, while we're waiting, number 4. Okay, we're not getting any.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
On number 4. Well, that's going to be a first.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Not able to get a start on it. Okay, so when that happens, I just come back here. Still connected. Not really sure why I couldn't get that to start, but it is what it is, like I always say, folks. see if we can force it over to the other one. Nope, we're gonna have to use the air to get them all started, so. Alright, most where I can. So we can get out of here. Alright, all of them started. Okay, we are just about ready for pushback. Okay, beacon's on. Pitot heat's on.
Starting pushback.
Okay, so we got our altitude set, headings are all set. Not gonna need any anti-ice here. We might need it into there. Hard to tell if that's ground clutter or not. So we're just waiting to push back, folks. Oh, that does crack me up. Alright, that is going to be just about it, folks, and we are ready to go.
calibration complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, set for takeoff. Trim. Set for takeoff. Alright, so while we're waiting, let me show you this autopilot. Again.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Alright, so it's a very basic again. The altitude out there doesn't even work as an altitude select like it does on the 727. It is just an audible horn that goes off 1,000 feet before to tell you to ease the nose down, ease her end, hit the altitude hold switch when you get there. Heading, nav, GPS, or GS all work. To get this to go off the INS, just come to your GPS, click your CDI till this says GPS. And with that, folks, we're ready to go. 2-1. Okay, let's get her going. Again, we're not going to be on because of this event, folks. Guangzhou's up, Hong Kong's up. We're not going to interfere with this event getting ready to kick off. Now, one of the things I really like with Xplane12, I mean, honestly, folks, the world looks a lot, I don't know, it's more realistic. Is it to Musk standards? Of course not. It's not based off Google or Bing or any of those. It's a flight simulation. So, but we're going to head on down here and get ready to depart. The clouds are getting better with each update that comes out. I still wish they could make my home airport, Mid-America's jetways work, especially when I saw NAS Norfolk's working. But you know, I'm not one of the developers. I'm just a paying customer, and you know, nothing I can do about it. So all right, the end of the runway is near. Let's man, that bridge is really up there. Wow. Well, Spaceman, I hope the best that you get the website back up for the Pan Am site. And I hope there's a way to figure out how to get that to stop deleting like it has been. All right, there you go, folks, into the runway in sight. Boom. All right, so we don't have a set of strobes in here. I'm gonna keep the nacelles off. I don't see precipitation in the area. And I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that for now. And the only thing with this plane, it kind of nags at me, if you will. The chrome, I think, if this is gonna sound weird, it's too much chrome. I mean, the whole wing, if you're gonna chrome it up, should be chromed, not the surfaces. I mean, honestly, folks, and this may actually shock people, the parts of a DC-3, the surfaces that are wood, you can't tell from the steel. And that's pretty much how I thought they built these planes. And, boy, you can sure tell where the chrome is versus not. But again, I was alive, barely, when this plane flew. So, alright, so we're at the end of the runway. Let's do some final checks here, make sure we're good to go. Flaps are set, trim set. We're not going to worry about the auto brake. Let's bring the throttle here, 210. We'll start at 220. Double checking versus X200. My bad, down to 200. Then out we'll go. All right, here we go, folks. Bangkok traffic. Clipper 2. Heavy departing runway 21 right. All right, folks, y'all ready to go? I am. Let's get after it. Let's cross-check good. 20. Rotate. Where it gets tricky. Okay, now how to handle vertical speed in this climb out? You gotta click this side to go down. Watching your vertical air, and you can always click this on, folks. Up. Let's do a little bit of an after takeoff, doing climb-wise. Okay, now to climb. Got to use this one. You want that down-looking arrow. Out. We're gonna barely make it. We're at 5,000 right now, so we're at the bottom end of our ED202. So we're good there, and all we now need to do is make Matlow at 11,000. So we're just gonna kind of getting some screenshots here, folks. so we're about to go 10,000. So all right, so we're good to go. Again, we'll just lower the nose. Past 11,000, so guess what, folks? It is transition. Okay, we'll do the same here. And away we go. That's it, folks. That's we're on our way. We're rolling through a couple more turns here, and then out we'll go. And I'm going to be lowering the nose down here soon. Get above 20 and flatten out a little more. But there you go, folks. The 707 is on its way. Flexes, I still think a little exaggerated, but you know, again, I'm not a developer. Just my personal observations of planes. I think it is, but all right. So we're going to go ahead and start nosing over a little. We're down to about 2,000. That up till about 30, and then I'll nose over even. Remember, 33 is what we're going for. All right, folks, so I hope you enjoyed the takeoff departure. Sorry for the very late departure. I do hope to put a second flight in today. We'll see. Spaceman, I really hope things are going well for you. I know having to rebuild that site a couple times now, I really hope you haven't lost it all. Coming from someone that's run a couple of VAs himself, I know what he's going through. My biggest fears were what he is. Progress is being made. Awesome. Prayers with you, bud. My prayers are with you. So. Okay, there's 21,000, and we're at the pretty much nearing the end. We got two more fixes before rope cut, which is the end, and we get on the Airway Alpha 1. Basically, that will take you all the way into the tracks that take you to Alaska. So I am still shocked that Sid didn't have any instructions whatsoever. Just kind of, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You fly to this, fix to this, fix to this. But usually there's some delineation, like the initial part, like climb 20, what were we on, 209 to this altitude and start making your turn to the first fix. Things like that. They weren't in there. That's really weird. But that's how it goes. All right, we are now 55,000. Oh, we're still climbing like a bat out of here. Pull that down again. And in fact, with one more click, maybe that'll keep us. There we go. Mark LDS 767, welcome aboard. Hope you're having a grand day, evening, night, whatever it may be in that part of the world. Been kind of paying attention here to what's going on in well, the area we're flying is supposed to have a pretty huge, did they just all come to, there they are. I was gonna say, did they all just come offline? Well, they're still there. Big Tanzanite, they call it Tanzanite, Katai Rewind. Oh, so they are planning Kaitak. And that's where we're heading, Kaitak, except we're going to be offline today. Lest ATC get me flustered and I get off course and somehow the ground comes up quicker than I expect. Over the jungles, a little bit of learning English again, of Thailand. All right, let me turn those engine noises down, folks. There we go, much better in my ears at least. Even though I've got a volume to turn the headset down. All right. right ahead of us, folks. Let's bring up the GPS. We are 12 seconds from the turn. Push this out a little bit. Go. And again, there are a lot of fixes, folks. Granted, to topper, only one, but there are a whole bunch of fixes along the way. So 07. All right, so there you go, folks. We are turning on course for topper and Kaitak. Kaitak now stands 1 hour and 58 minutes away. So, folks, sit back, relax, enjoy, and we'll be back shortly. I gotta use the lavatory. I will pause for a moment since we are about to reach our top climb. Wrong way. And all I did again, folks, that's the downside on this one, that's the up. Now, on the FJS 727, I don't know about the 737. You can actually up or down is up here, up is all in the one. And then all we got to do is hit that, and that will hold our altitude at whatever. I think I got it right at 33. Okay. Now, I'm going to watch our Mach indicator. We hit 8. That's when I'm going to set our speed to. Maybe. Gonna get up to point 8. I'm gonna have to take over and control the throttles. Fuel's looking good. Okay. Let me see if that'll hold us. Alright folks, and I will be right back. Alright folks, we're back with you. We've got about an hour and 8. Well, actually, I can't really tell. That just doesn't seem to be changing. Hour and 38 minutes. Alright, got a couple of chores done in the meantime as well, folks, so that's why a little winded. But we are progressing here. Let's see if I'm able to bid on my cross the pond. Alright, so. Oh, man, I've got 30 more minutes to go. Sapalo to... Well, there were people taking the Sapalo to Johannesburg. The early flights, but... Let's see... I get off at 7:30, so 9:30 would probably be the earliest. 9:30 is 14:30. Okay. Up there's one to Johannesburg, one to Lisbon. I don't like that departure. Hartsfield? Nope. Disregard. I'm just gonna make sure UKBB is what I think it is. Oh yeah, we're not going anywhere. No offense, we're just not. Yeah, we're pretty much bottom of the barrel really stinks, folks. Alright, yeah, not a lot of people going to Ukraine. I thought that was kind of like off limits with VATSIM. So, oh well, you know, that's, you make your own rules when you run the company. Yeah, I got a lot of Johannesburg. Here's a little. Well, I can take off from... Wow. 10 o'clock hour isn't getting any better. Here's an interesting one. Princess Julia, TNCM, to Lisbon, Portugal. Interesting, isn't it? It's pretty much what I'm regulated to, folks. Yeah, so I'm either flying Sapalo to Johannesburg. Well, folks, I think looking at this is probably where I make the command decision to not participate. None of those routings. I mean, Sao Paulo to Johannesburg does interest me. That one's one I think about. I haven't even looked at it to see what that looks like. Summary. Here you are. Oh. I think that's GL. Holy crap, now I can't remember Johannesburg. FAOR, that's right. Wow, 4,300 miles, 9 hours of flight. Holy mackerel. Wow. Now let me look at the other one. Okay, the other long one was PNCM to LB or LPPT. That might actually. Let's take a look at that. Seven hours. Granted, I'm not using VATSIM routing. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Like I said, that one did kind of pique my interest also. Yeah, I am just really, other than this Johannesburg, that's a long haul though. And I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, really long haul. Yeah, this is just, I mean, Slim Pickens is definitely what I got, folks. And that's what I kind of thought. And, oh well, yeah, you know, nothing I can say or do about it. Just take what we get or not fly. And I think the not fly option is what we're going to play the card-wise. It is always fun, though, looking at these to see where people will fly and do fly. I mean, the Viennas, the Dusseldorfs, the Amsterdams, the Londons, poof, I'll bet immediately. And getting them to go into these other spots is probably out of grant. I mean, Barbados? That would be an interesting run. Hang on, let's, where's my thing at? What is it? Man, you'd think I'd never forget that one. I love that airport. TBPB. Interesting as well. Yeah, and it's also the Bostons, Torontos, and Dulles and Hartsfields were taken, while the rest just kind of wither on the vine. Oh well, I'll relook at it later. So, but anyway, folks, there we are flying over the rain that we know is out here in the jungles of Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam, headed towards Hong Kong. Hong Kong Booey. See who still knows what show that came from. As a kid, I actually kind of liked that show. All right, let me check in here in a couple places. Alright, let's see what spies. I have a feeling I know what spy flight's gonna be flying. Yeah, definitely. Considering what he's doing today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in build-up mode to cross the pond. Yeah, St. Louis to Pittsburgh. That's a good training run in the 787. Yeah, I got a feeling, and he's in Musmus, so yeah, he's been flying that for a few days. Either phenomenal plane to him, or with across the pond lurking plane he'll be flying. Who knows? Not sure if V1 has put his hat in there. He may actually be working, like most of them I am. But be interesting to see some of the big time streamers if they throw their hat in the ring. Like I said, I am still tossing it about. I still got some time to think about it. Oh, what do we got? Building clouds, or bricks on top of clouds. I mean, they're trying their best, folks. So, I wonder, you know, Xplane 11 isn't all that bad, and I do still fly it, obviously. That's where I can only fly the 727. And for now, Felis 747 until someone officially tells me it's officially ready and how to get a hold of it. Because I sure can't find anything anywhere on it. Their Discord channel is very fuzzy about it. Oh, but yeah, not the greatest destinations for me to pick from. Again, that's what you get, latecomer to the game, latecomer to this. But you know what? There are, you know, we'll see. I know for sure one route will always be available, so. We will see if I throw my hat in and get set to fly it. Then it's going to be merely deciding what airplane. Because that part's up to you folks with Across the Pond. You can fly the Treasure 11, or, sorry. Garbage got in my throat there. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't mean to swear on the radio there. Or the 767. You can fly if it has the legs to get there fuel-wise. A319s, 737-800s. They could potentially make the runs. Again, these are pretty long runs. And I know the A319 potentially has it. But so does the 747 and 767. So we shall see. It's going to more boil down to, see, I'm coming off shift that day. And, oh. Let's see, Saturday. So yeah, it'll depend on a lot of factors. So that I just may want to, you know, be there for the family. So we'll see. It's a big undertaking, folks. You sit down. Now, some people just, oh, the heck with it. I'm flying it no matter what. Which they're right. So, just looking over here still. All right, seeing these clouds, you know what? Let's kick on. I had a feeling. Let's do it. Suppose. See how far down I can go here. So, wow, and then they end. Holy mackerel. Alright, well, we're in the clouds, folks. And, wow. Looks like it's even raining out there. Or icing in our case. when I think I'm about to bust out, we go right back in. Let me see. Might be in this for a while. Okay, we just came off. Let's see. Okay, so we're about to come over. EOH. Then it's a sod, and then we're in. Is that sure. They switch us to where I gotta go up 100 feet, or stay since I'm not online. Wow, a lot of choices. You know, still, part of me is looking at. Oh, wait a minute. I think someone took my flight. I think someone took my flight. Unfortunately, I have to snooze and lose, folks, because it's just now where I can bid on it, and somebody beat me to it. Oh well. Well, dang nabbit. See if they bid on my other one. Haha. That I haven't told you all about. Okay. Oh, looks like we're gonna break out. Alright, well let me get back into chat here, see what you all have on your mind. Jaguar Crafty, please look at the chat. Oh no. Let me take a look here. Sorry, I haven't looked over here. I've been looking at what I've got for potentials for next weekend. Yes, I will work to put a more timely alert when I'm gonna stream. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't have to read it. Well, yeah. I do like when I come back. Hopefully you're hearing me, Jaguar. We were just looking at my cross the pond potentials. It's really easy to set up. What is it again? Chat speak? I'll put that in my notes. And I shall take a look. But my apologies, folks. I got sidetracked looking across the pond bookings, trying to figure out if I am going to book one or not. Sent a link. Must be over in Discord somewhere. Did? Let's see. Would help to be on my moderator screen. To look into that after the stream. Interesting. Alright, back to this. Kinda not left with a lot of good choices, and I figured it would happen that way. Got a couple though. Have to think them over. Alright, speaking of thinking over, we are, I think, an hour out. Try an emergency out here. Yeah, I know. Well, actually, you weren't around, but about a month or two ago, videos at YouTube. St. Louis to Los Angeles. Well, no, we didn't come in out of fuel. Never mind. I refueled en route. We actually ran out of fuel in flight. And if you were around yesterday, you did get to see us crash. Not very often, but it does happen. Yeah, I just got overloaded and yeah, they happen. Thankfully, not very often. All right, so Assad is coming up. I'm debating if I'm going to come on. Well, ultimately it is my fault. I should have just punched it and went around, or just turned off VATSIM. In the future, VATSIMers out there, I will be turning it off. Oh, what's this? Just looking at my Discord at all the messages that have come up. I've heard about the chat speak that you were talking of there, Jaguar, is it? Sorry. May your memory be better than mine at 57. War Thunder, okay. Well, I could sit here and blame VATSIM till the cows come home, and they'll claim it ain't our problem. And I'll claim it, yeah, it is, and we go back and forth forever and ever and ever. But ultimately, I'm pilot command. I could have punched it, went around, disconnected, a whole lot of things. Got myself back into where I was supposed to be at, and not let them fluster me like they did. So, good thing is, if I do fly across the pond, I won't be going through Boston's territory. So... Not many picks out there, but there are a couple interesting ones that I'm mulling over. So, true. That is a very true statement. But the pilot has the right to say, unable. So, and there's where it all came in. And I think I said it, I haven't gone back yet and looked at it. But I do believe I was telling myself to aviate, not communicate, and I did take my own advice. Because in that situation, I had somehow not captured the glide slope like I thought. But anyway, folks, that's behind us. I'm not dwelling on it. It happens. Oh well. The virtual firefighters out there got to go figure out what the heck is this 3-engine aircraft sitting out here in this field. No wonder it fell out of the sky. It's ancient. Alright, so, and speaking of ATC, you know what? I'm a glutton for punishment. Yes, I am sometimes. Sometimes. I am just really not in the mood if this event kicks off. HHUH, okay, that I'm not worried about, okay. Nice shoot. Huh. Interesting. Always interesting. Oh, I do cut through them. I don't think so. Alright, so we'll stay off ATC. We won't be the glutton for punishment I just said I might be. Alright, since we're out of the clouds, it'll probably look better now, folks. It sure did not look well in the clouds. But there she is, folks, the 707-120 Bravo. No, I have not put the Shanxi PBR effect into my cockpit yet. I really don't they don't talk to you. It's just, and it's hard for me to visualize what the heck they're showing off. So that is why it's not on. I forget who turned me to that, and it does look a lot better with that. I will say that, folks. So tomorrow we work at the airport firehouse for 24, and then we're home Sunday. Now I'm not sure if we're going to be doing anything Sunday yet or not. It'll kind of depend how the day of work goes and what I have ahead of me on Sunday. Sundays I try to take as a day of rest, as the Lord commanded. But sometimes I have dabbled in flying on Sundays, so we'll see. But Monday we'll come up with something. More than likely you're going to see whatever I'm flying, if I fly across the pond, all next week, as I build up to get ready for that. And on another note, Hawker mentioned it in the beginning of the stream, and I remiss to echo. We have figured it out how to get the FMCs updated for the 767, and if you have the 757 from Flight Factor in Xplane 12 with Navgraph. It's actually pretty simple. Man, oh well. But kudos to Hawker for finding that. And with that, folks, with 53 minutes to go, we'll be right back. And for those that can hear me, see me right now, thank you so much for the subscriptions. I know my streaming schedule is way out of whack right now. This stream, actually, I was hoping to get going an hour early, but because of things going on at the house, with my wife's heading out of town and all, it just couldn't happen until it did. Got off the ground close to when I normally should, but anyway, my apologies to you all. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We sure appreciate it. Believe it or not, it has helped. It allowed us to get the Fearless 747, the FJS 767, or 767, how about 727, and helped to get our air traffic up in here. So thank you so much, and look forward to many more flights, and feel free to gift. You know, we would sure love to see that, get more people subscribed as well as following. So again, thank you so much for your generosity. Alright, so let's get back into it here, folks. We are currently 50 minutes out, and looking forward to it, folks. Before you all leave, anyone new here, we'd love for you to follow us and join along. Like I said, much of next week, if I do participate across the pond, will be with that plane, so I am able to fly it comfortably. If I was to take the 747-200 right now across the pond, there's some procedures in that plane I'm not 100% up on that I would want to work on prior to that flight, much like spy flight's doing. I think he's going to probably run the 787 that came out from USFUS. So he's probably making sure he's got it down. So whatever plane I do take, you can guarantee you're going to see a lot of it next week. I'm just debating in my mind, do I want to do it or not? So but anyway, we've got the 707 coming across right now. The oh, what is this? See, I know there's a name to this. Dang it, I don't remember it. Shame on me and my geography. South China Sea. You think, man, as much geography as I took as a kid, I love geography. I think I'd have known this. Obviously didn't. Alright, so let's get ready and get prepared to bring this in. Now, I showed this in the beginning, but let's revisit it. First off, hang on, let me start with this. Departures. Departure. Alright, we'll start on this chart here. What I'm going to be doing here, folks, is bringing up I haven't heard those in quite a while. I'm going to have to go in here and figure out why I'm not hearing them. Unless I've got them set to a different thing. But, yeah, I did not. I saw that you had done it. But no, I did not hear it. So I've got to go in here and see what my sound alerts are set to and why I'm not hearing them. But let's get into my browser there. Alright, folks, this is the star we're flying in. Now, we are headed, it's a long chart. Gotta love when I click that, I don't see the right thing. We're flying to Kai Tak. Folks, this airport does not exist anymore. Not even a remote thought that there was an airport there unless you knew where to look in Hong Kong. It is now at the new Hong Kong airport. What I just looked at earlier with that new airport, holy man, they are expanding. So we may have to do some flights into there here soon. Alright, so let's kind of zoom this up a little bit. So this is a standard arrival. Now, how I found this is basically a simple Google search. VHHX charts. Boom, got this. So we're going to be coming in here from Sikula. It's 121 miles to Chale. These are programmed, by the way. Y'all remember, showed you what I did from Chale. We tracked to Choing Chow. And I, again, have started many international diplomatic confrontations because of the way I pronounce things. So my apologies, folks. From there, we'll then transition. As soon as I get to the chart again, not that one. That's the infamous, so is that one. Here we go. Back out just a tad. Okay, so this is the actual approach from Chuan Chao, 112.3. We're going to track out 45. Now, that could be difficult. I always have trouble tracking those, but I am going to pull in Stonecutter 236. These are valid in Xplane. and do my best to something I had the hardest time as a private pilot in the real world, flying. NDBs. So from here we'll go to Stonecutters, make the turn. You'll kind of sort of see a checkerboard. You gotta kind of know where to look because it's not painted as a checkerboard like many sceneries out there will do. But you'll hook, just basically continue that turn so that we're tracking 135, I think it is. Yeah, 135 for the runway. And you're gonna be visual at this point, folks. If you're not, you go around because you haven't watched them. There are some great videos of some landings that mishapped. And I don't mean crashed. They touched wingtips, touched engines, getting straightened out for the runway. Add to it, you're flying over a lot of people's homes, apartments, homes, whatever you want to call them. So that's why they moved it. So, well, we've got this all programmed, but I just wanted to show you. Now, I'm going to plan 5,000 feet descending. Well, let's just see. Okay, so the initial approach. What are we doing here? At 5.5, we need to be at about 1,000 feet. And then, like I said, we're going to begin that turn to come in. We're going to be visual the whole way. Sorry for my allergies just kicked in for some reason. So we'll come over that at 6,000. That's the game plan, folks. And we'll see how we do. All right, let's see here, ETA-wise. Now, I'm not ATC or ground crew at the airport. I'm with the fire department. So I work out of the firehouse doing airport fire, security, and operations. Operations being checking the runways and wildlife and all that good stuff. Too many hats as it is. We're not going to go down that road. All right, and I think it's time to start doing the calculations for top of descent. All right, so we're coming up to Samas here, about, and it's 120 miles over to there. Okay, so 6,000. Where's whiskey up here? We'll do the math ourselves. So it's 6 60, so 20 miles. We'll call it 30 miles from Chali. We'll start our descent. Kind of curious what we're flying. Okay, it's that peninsula. Okay. Let me take a look at something here. Bear with me a second. That didn't take care of that. Oh well, I was kind of hoping it would. And I'm talking about these jaggy lines. Okay, 42 minutes. Go ahead and kill the anti-ice. We'll leave those on for now. Kind of INSing it right now. And as I get ready for descent, folks, I'll be right back. I got to get coffee pot cleaned out, and otherwise it's going to burn where it's at. So stand by. Alright, we're back. Alright, so it looks like it's painting it on Sim Toolkit pretty nicely. Where our top of descent will be. That's a pretty good location. 3 kills the plane. Oh man, that's that's good. I know that's that war game you're playing, so yeah. All right. Well, good way to test.
Flying a plane is no different than riding a bicycle. Just a lot harder to put baseball cards in the spokes.
All right. I'm hearing. Why is this not working?
Flying a plane is no different than riding a bicycle. Just a lot harder to put baseball cards in the spokes. Flying a plane is no different than riding a bicycle. Just a lot harder to put baseball cards in the spokes.
Alright, I have no idea why they're not coming through my ears when you guys click on them. Bad. Jenny, then. Well, I cannot figure out why my sound alerts aren't working, so I am going to have to redo those. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-see this. So Jenny didn't count? Wildcat. Wild. And that link I put in there for you, Jaguar, there's the Jenny. Okay, so fuel's looking outstanding. Ain't much to that panel anyway, so we're good. And how much longer to top of the set? Shouldn't be much more. Alright, so we got him out. F4F Wildcat, yes sir. You need another one, I got him. E47. Hellcat. And of course, the Mustang. The Lightning, you got the P39, can't remember its designation. Aero Cobra, yep. I wouldn't go with that being the, I don't know if that's the best. The Hellcat and the Thunderbolt did a lot. Alright folks, we are closing in on top of descent. We got about 80 miles, so about 10 minutes. What the heck, I'll do it now. my prediction in for what I think I can do. This ain't an easy runway, folks, so. Negatory, Ghost Rider. Pattern is full. Mustang and Hellcat were fighting in different versions than you're thinking of in 1942-43. Corsairs came in 43-44. Lightning might have even been in before it. Well, that's cool. I just know the Hellcat was in Midway, so. Beginning to transition the Wildcats out. Or if it wasn't Midway, it was right after. The F4F is the Wildcat. Oh well. Fun plane, so. All right, time to get back in here. It is time to start thinking about dropping out of the sky. Alright, time to... Yeah, we know. Alright. And by the way, folks, that message you just saw up there, that is because I am running... basically, Xplane 11 had a free download. That's what we're running in Xplane 12. All right. Down we go. Well, looks like Aero Cobra for that P400. Let's draw a METAR from let's see what's going on over there. 0607 clear. Good deal. Alright, we'll see if that really pans out for us. Depends which Catalina you're talking about. The PB 4 and 5 had landing gear. Amphibs. And they were slow for a reason. Alright, so we need 112.3. ADF. Let's go with two, 3, 6. All right, and the other one is 377. 6377, and then we'll get that one in there as well. All right, so we are now set up. Okay, we are going to be heading to CH now. Okay, as we continue our from 21. It's gonna get fun, folks. Trying to fly this. Oof. You're talking about the Catalina I know. It was a patrol boat. It also had the ability to torpedo. Why were frontline bombers slow? Carrying 9,000 pounds of payload? Alright, so let's get ready to kill the music. I think we'll get through this 3-minute song and hopefully remember to turn it off. I'm starting to see the islands ahead of us. 46 miles ahead is CH. We need to try to be at 6,000. It's gonna be dicey, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, I will disagree. Your B-17s and B-24s did more damage than dive bombers. Catalinas were mostly for patrol, but they could also sub-hunt and ship-hunt if needed. Hence, HMS Hood against the Bismarck. And I got that wrong because HMS Hood went down. Alright, so I am going to get focused here, so if I miss chats, I do apologize, folks. PBY5s, yes, are amphibs. Mostly kept in the water, but can be land-based. Right, so 36 miles. At some point here, I am gonna have to take. Alright folks, the islands around Hong Kong are in sight. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and possibly start thinking about some spoilers. Okay, we're 23 miles out. And we're not picking it up. Okay. Okay, 10,000 folks. Okay, so it's time to start slowing up to approach. Computer, come on, switch work like you're supposed to. Go. All right, so from CH to 5 miles off it, we are basically configuring to land and descending to 1,000 feet, I think my chart said. So this isn't going to work well if the ADFs aren't going to tune in. Okay, coming over CH here in a second. Then we're going to make a turn to 4-5. High-Tech is, by the way, right there, folks. Sorry, we're coming over. Let's go one notch of flaps. cross it when it flips to from. He says very guardedly and very cautiously. Okay, we've crossed. I am not getting a... We need to start down. What I'm doing is giving me an idea of the runway, and we're not coming down steep enough. Okay, I'm gonna take the plane.
Caution.
By the way, show it here in a minute. We're really high, so we're right dead off the nose. That thing on the mountain there, that's the checkerboard. And there's our runway. Hong Kong traffic, Kai Tai, we are turning final 1-3, gear down.
Sing rate, sing rate, sing rate.
See how that's kind of funny. Alright, so we're coming in, now we're visual with the runway. Let's
Sing rate, sing rate, sing rate.
1,000.
gear down, flaps down.
Sing rate, 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 sing rate.
Back in the day, folks, this was nothing but apartments, tenements, and all of that good stuff. And this is that scenery problem right here.
Sing rate, sing rate, sing rate, sing rate, sing rate, sing rate, sing rate. Sing rate, sing rate, sing rate.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Welcome to Kai Tak. Much better than yesterday's landing, I must say. I think I just missed my turn. Kai traffic, Clipper 2, clear runway 13. Look at that scenery though, folks. This is one of them that they went all out on at Laminar. And I must say, Hong Kong looks phenomenal. All right. Flaps up. Landing lights off. Turn the wing off. The anti-ice at the same time. $230 feet a minute. All right, not a bad landing at all for being very high at the initial turn. Look at that scenery, folks. I mean, the cargo ships, and I mean, that's what you see there. Nothing but ships either waiting, loading, unloading. From everything I've looked at picture-wise here, they did a remarkable job. Here's where we get into the multiple sceneries. Almost makes you think the default scenery or default Xplane has this. It almost, you know, I looked it up and it wasn't there. That's why I loaded it the first time. But boy, it sure makes it look like it's there already. Whoop, whoop, get back here, plane. Writing numbers down here. All right, so yeah, there you have it, folks. Kaitak even tells you Kaitak. That's an old, boy, I remember small airports that had that on them. Thankfully, to help me not from being lost to found. But you can get a sense of what it was like here back in the day, folks. Look at all that parking. All right, let's taxi in. Let's see, out of curiosity, did that ever come alive? Kinda not looking like it, folks. Never did. All right, we're gonna just take, which gate do I want? Think. Which one I was at that had the same setup with two jetways for the heavies, and And we'll get into shutdown procedures here momentarily as soon as I get it to move. Thank you, airplane. Brake set. But again, let's just take in the scenery, folks. Look at that. All right, so let's get in her and get her shut down. Remember, no APU on this plane. So that means we can shut 1, 2, and 4 down. Okay. Everything's fine right now. So over here, we can click on the table or that post. Connect, connect. Then move up. Connect. Connect. Oh, I wonder if that's why I couldn't. Then you can turn these guys off. Still got number 3 going. Okay, now that we've connected and on the bus, we can turn the galley off. We can shut down number 3. Okay, they're off, they're off. Off, off, off. Oh yeah, I turned the radar on in flight. Oops. Okay, we are good, folks. We are shut it down. All right, let me get my shutdown time. 1452 CDT. All right, so no annoying Twitch ads. Well, there is a way, folks, to get around those. But that's your call, not mine. That is to subscribe. That is one of the perks. You don't have to deal with the ads. All right, so let's bring in Sim Toolkit, shall we? Well, how'd that get all the way to the top? Dang it. All right, there's Sim Toolkit, folks. And 230 feet a minute. It routed us over whiskey, and I don't know why, and I'm going to have to look into that. I'm kind of curious, but let's take a look at this, shall we? Let me first finish the flight off. Okay. Hopefully it takes my runway. All right, so we flew. Okay, so sim time, actually, not bad. So 12:15 was our departure time, and 14:53 arrival. Pretty close to schedule, I must say. Thank you very much. All right, so let's view details. And that's going to put us down flight time of 2 + 5, 3. Cool. And if it needs it, 925 NM. All right. Landing 230 again, 120, 1.2 on the G's. Pretty close to what I was shooting for, 130. Now let's look at the full landing report, which we can't get, folks, because that's what Kaitak looks today. Far cry from what it was once. However, you get more numbers over here. That's the only thing we're looking at. We landed 1,200, 1,300 feet down the runway. Not bad, 300 feet long from the big marks. We'll see it here in a minute, hopefully. This part's troubling, but with that runway, that's hard to tell which one they're going off of. So, and of course, we can't see it here. But what I can do, give you a visualization. This looks like a stadium of some kind going in. But anyway, this would have been the threshold, and this is where we touched down. Pretty rough road, don't you think? Anyway, so, I mean, overall looks good. And you know what? We're unloading passengers. That's the other thing. All right, so let's unload Sim Toolkit. Maybe, yes, no. There it goes. And you know what? I am just going to go ahead and shut it down. Same with this. We don't need it anymore. And anything else? Let's see. Sure, I don't have any. Nope, I don't. All right. So here we go, folks. We're going to fingers crossed here that we're going to be able to do a replay. Well, I appreciate those kind words, or as I used to say in the trucking world, thanks for the flowers there, Jaguar. We sure appreciate it. God bless you. And, I do need some emojis, but the problem is, well, I would love to see it and see what it looks like. So let's go that route. I am going to go outside here. We're hoping it's going to let us rewind. I run into this trouble from now and then. So, but man, I also like looking at the scenery. Wow, look at that. All right, so here we go. Fingers crossed. It's going to crash the desktop. Oh, well. Well, folks, it is what it is. It is. It crashed the desktop, and is it going to let me? It's going to let me report it, I think. Maybe. Yes, no. I don't know. There, we got some action finally out of it. Well, 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 come on, let's go. Come on, crash reporter, let me type. There it goes. And we're sending. I only put that up there so y'all wouldn't see everything. Report sent successfully. All right. Well, folks, unfortunately, this flight ended the way it did. Um, Let me make sure I get, there we go, get a screen up there. I am going to go ahead and shut the stream down for now, grab some breakfast slash lunch, actually now dinner time. And if time permits, I will get a second flight going. But right now, I need to take a break and get some food in the body. Since I haven't eaten all day, that would probably be a good thing. Thank you all for coming aboard. Thank you, Jaguar, for the great comments in there, and I'll be looking for that in Discord, the emoji. We'll give it a try. I do not know, folks, why sound alerts seem to be dead right now, unless I've got a wrong link. Don't know. I'm not sure if you all are hearing them, so let me know if you are. Then I can start tracing down the problem on my end, which we know we've got a lot of problems on my end. This loose nut behind the wheel. So, but for now, folks, we're just gonna back on out of here, and you all have a grand day. If we have time, we will be back up later. We'll let you know. So for now, you all be kind, be good. Remember, He, being God, heals the brokenhearted, binds up their wounds. Folks, if you get a chance, reading a psalm every day doesn't hurt. Matter of fact, might help improve your days. We'll talk to you later. God bless you all. Have a great day.